All right, all right. Positive energy all the time. Good to see you. I'll rep your city, rep your city. To everybody on Facebook, I'm representing Chicago, Illinois. Everybody on Twitch, everybody on Kick, and everybody on YouTube. I am representing Chicago, Illinois. We got Birmingham, UK in the house. Handsworth. Shout out to Elijah. Handsworth Revolution. We got Houston in the building. We got Greenville in the building. We got Atlanta in the building. We got Fresno in the house. Rep your city, rep your city. We got DC in the building. Houston in the building. San Jose in the building. We got Puerto Rico in the house. We got Naples, Florida in the building. Hope everybody's doing great. Yes, indeed. We got Baltimore in the house. Jackson, New York. We got Anniston in the building. We got Lesotho in the building. I'm doing great, Will. Baltimore, Jacksonville, Las Vegas, Greensboro. I don't want to miss anybody. Come on in, rep your city. Rep your city, rep your city. We got the great city of Philadelphia in the building. Good to see you, Craig. Yep, Philly is in the house. The beautiful Shauna, Queen Bee. Looking gorgeous. We got Texarkana in the building with my brother, Tim. If any of you can go look up Dr. Sebi's son, Victor Bowman, and find out exactly where he's at, that'll be appreciated. I didn't get those details. I just want to let everybody know that he is locked up. And he's been locked up for 10 days. He claims that an African he was locked up with has been assaulted, sex assault. And so he's very worried and he wants to get out. My brother Red Pill posted this. Blue Pill responded. Oh man. Shout out to the twins, Red and Blue. Always a pleasure, Baby Lang. Shout out to all my new helpers. All my new mods. Good to see you all. How you doing, April? So, from what I gather, Victor Bowman is locked up in a jail in Texas. He's been locked up for 10 days. He wants to see if somebody can help him get out. I'll let you hear for yourself.
Hello, everybody. This is your brother Victor Bowman, Dr. Sebi son. So I want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you to Lani. Thank you to Mr. G. I'm here in jail, immigration jail.
Okay, we see he's in McAllen, Texas. Okay, McAllen, Texas. If somebody knows where that's at, go see what's the deal. Okay.
Hey, hello, everybody. This is your brother Victor Bowman, Dr. Sebi son. So I want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you to Lani. Thank you to Mr. G. I'm here in jail, immigration jail. It's happened so many accidents over here. My African friend got sexual assault. I got violated, by somebody here inside the jail. I tried to look for help, these people in here can help me. Almost 10 days here in jail. I'm looking for anybody that can help me. I'm in immigration jail here in McAllen, Texas. So, I want to send healing energy to everybody. Continue support Bolingo Balance and the store in Brooklyn, New York. Peace and love.
So that's by the border. People are saying ICE grabbed him, ICE and immigration. He'll probably be deported for sure. If anybody's working in this store, make sure they're legal. It'll probably get raided. And so I just wanted to put the information out there so everybody would know that's what's going on with him. Down there, he says his African friend was SEXUALLY assaulted. And the comments about this situation are, he was beefing on the internet a lot. Anybody knows, I don't gossip, but some of you might remember the situation with Blue Pill and Blue Pill's homie. even though he did talk about it on his last interview on Dr. Sebi's son. So, he was kind of trolling, being disrespectful. One brother claims he posted pictures of his son and his address. With certain type of behavior. Then when something goes wrong, you don't get full support. If people thinking about supporting you, but there's people in the comments telling all the dirty stuff you did to them. You know, I don't understand how people that are basically immigrants come to a country and be disrespectful in somebody else's country. I don't know. I don't understand. You say he seems too calm. Well, y'all ever been locked up? He can't show no, he's trying not to show no signs of fear. You know what I'm saying? He's locked up with the ghouls and the goblins, so we got to kind of try to keep it. He got to kind of try to act like a soldier. He can't afford, he can't afford to show any excitement, fear, or panic, especially right now that his African friend been assaulted. He. I don't know if you've been in that situation, but when you locked up with a bunch of men, uh, there's only one way you can act. So he sounds right based on his situation. It sounds right to me. Dr. Sebi's son is locked up down by the Texas border. Some people are saying ICE grabbed him. Immigration, which I probably so for him to be by the border. He's got a shop in New York with a lot of herbs and stuff like that. And in some cases, there's advantages to being able to go to different countries because you can get things that we can't get. So the details will come out, but if he's not legal and he's running a business in New York and he's get grabbed down there under the Trump administration, he's going bye-bye. He will be deported. No doubt about that. And if the word gets out to some of the brothers in there locked up with him, with the climate right now, you don't want to be no immigrant in the jail up here. Under this climate. I wouldn't think. Yeah, I wouldn't think. I don't think it would be smart under this climate. What's your name? Overdose. That's kind of feminine, but don't be acting like a cheerleader. I don't know what he said, so I didn't watch anything. What's your name? Overdose. I don't watch responses about me, so I wouldn't change because I don't know what he said. You know what I'm saying, bro? I don't. When I say something, I just say it, so I haven't watched it. So get you some men underwear. You know what I'm saying, and take them things you got off, give them to your girlfriend, and come back tomorrow. His brother's watching that stuff. I ain't been watching that stuff. I don't know what nobody said. I don't beef. I don't beef on the internet. I don't go back and forth on the internet. Sometimes, when the internet, when you say something about somebody, people be watching because they want to watch like some girly type back and forth. I got too many things to talk about. Always a pleasure, Arnell. So I would have no idea, no idea what dude was talking about. Always a pleasure, Alexis. I seen the family pictures. It was nice. So, Dr. Sebi's son, he's got a shop up in New York, sells a lot of herbs and stuff like that. And um, he has people that wish him the best. He has people that don't like him at all because he was trolling, doing a bunch of negative things, a bunch of negativity, you know. And so I'm not sure how this is going to turn out. I know if something happened to his African friend, if his friend was, suffered sex assault, he's in danger. Now, I'm not sure if they'll isolate him or if they'll feed him to the wolves. They might feed him to the wolves. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure what we could do for him. Anyway, if it's a border situation, if it's an illegal situation, good to see you, G-Rock. Yeah, he's made a lot of enemies, and now he's saying he need help, but he's in America, and we're the ones that could possibly try to help him. He doesn't have a lot of friends. I don't watch him. I don't watch him, so I don't know. But I do know he has a negative energy, much like his father. I never, I took the information. I never liked Dr. Sebi. I'm older than you all. And when he really tried to get popular, he started going at Dick Gregory. He started criticizing Dick Gregory's products. So I never really liked Dr. Sebi because I felt like he didn't show no respect. You're not from the United States. Dick Gregory is a legend and a hero here. Why don't you come and try to work with him? You know? And so it figures that the son was the same way. And now he's got to deal with it. He also don't realize that the authorities will look at your social media, and when they see him having all this disregard for Black Americans, what a lot of foreigners don't understand is that Black Americans don't like other. The American government doesn't like other blacks going against Black Americans. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't understand that. At the end of the day, we're American citizens, and the American government is going to ride with American citizens before they ride with a Black immigrant. So he's still Black. You know what I mean? He's still Black. And so now, because he has that reputation, social media is going to be trashing him. So he's not going to get any support. Not only that, if there's foundational Black Americans locked up with him and they happen to call home and their mom or their sister say, he locked up with y'all, I can't stand him. He always be talking about us. Bam. They're going to get at him. I mean, just imagine if I was locked up with him. How that would go. Now, I got a little bit of international love, so might not nothing happen to him, but I would definitely, me and the guys would roll up on him and question him about all that he was talking. I probably wouldn't green like them to touch him. That's not. I probably wouldn't do that. I probably would just probably really scare him, though. We'd probably really scare him. But I wouldn't do nothing to him because, I'm international minded. I'm just pushing for a foundation of Black Americans to get what they're going to get. Basically. Pretty much. So I don't see him getting much help because even the person that posted it, he had been beefing with that person's brother. So, two of the brothers that he was beefing with, brothers of the person he was beefing with, kind of posted it. They kind of trying to stand up for him based on Dr. Sebi, but the brother he was beefing with said that's what you get in so many words. So even the brothers that's posting it trying to make us aware Hopefully he gets deported, G-Rock, and never comes back. Hopefully. Hopefully he gets sent back wherever he's at and we never see him again. I mean, if your mother's FBA and you're talking crazy about us, to hell with you and your mother. I don't think people understand how ruthless it is out here. He's just got a lot of enemies. The one brother said he posted a picture of his son and his address. Everybody's finna tell all the scumbag stuff he's been doing. So he ain't got no support like that. He got some support, but he got a lot of. The support he got is going to start to dwindle. So what happens is you ask for something, you ask for support, it hits the internet. Then all the people you've been disrespecting hits the internet. Then some of the people that want to support you say, oh, I didn't know he did that. I didn't know he did that. I didn't know he did that. And they start to pull their support back. And so every day as stories get out about him disrespecting Foundation Black Americans, he'll lose more and more and more and more and more and more support. His support will, some people will begin to support him and find that out and boom. On top of that, Trump's going to throw him out of here. If you're an immigrant and you don't got all your dot your I's and cross your T's under the Trump administration, you are getting deported. If you break any law, they're going to revoke your citizenship. And no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And they're going to send you, they're going to get you out of here. This is just a fact. Under the Trump administration. If you don't dot your I's and cross your T's, you're going to be out of here. Yeah, they're coming after all green card holders because of the D.C. situation, which is, he was working for the CIA sometimes, so that's... But that's one reason I don't get in those conversations. I don't go in depth on those conversations. Because going in depth too much on Trump and all that and bringing that up, all you do is put a target on you. That's it. All you're going to do is put a target on yourself. That's it. So you can get out here on this internet wilding if you want. It's all right to criticize Trump a little bit here and there, but if you overdo it, they gonna knock on your door. That's a fact. If you hate on Trump too much, they knocking on your door. And you're gonna get arrested for something. You can believe that. Or they're gonna put the pressure on YouTube or whatever, and your account gonna get shut down. And when Black immigrants come here and they go to a place like Florida or a place like New York, they get emboldened because the amount of immigrants there. So his shop is up in New York. So that's why he feels so comfortable. Same for Math Hopper, Fat Joe. They're in an immigrant city. If they lived in Chicago, they wouldn't be saying none of that. Oh my soul. But because they live in an immigrant city, and to me they foul, because I got love for people all over the world. Why would you endanger your own people? Let's flip it the other way. I'm a foundation of Black America. Imagine me going to a Latin country, a Hispanic country, talking crazy about them, while there's other Black Americans live down there. How reckless could you be? Why would I go down there and make enemies in a Latin American country and put the other Black Americans in danger? Why would I go to Africa, right, and get to disrespecting Africa and Africans in Africa when Black Americans are there? Who does that? Who does that? And so he ain't no good businessman anyway. Because if you're doing business like that, you're not supposed to be beefing. You're not. You're a businessman. Get off the internet. You know, you have to have media training. You have to have some sense to be on this internet. You have to know how to be a little bit diplomatic. You don't see me over here trashing Africans. You hear me talking about the situation with Africans and the situation with FBA, but you don't hear me blatantly trashing Africa like that. You don't see me just trashing Africans. You don't see me just trashing Jamaicans like that, or trashing Hispanics like that. Like that's not diplomacy. Like that's sloppy. You know, you're just generalizing. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand, if there's a Hispanic person and I get into it with too much and they get too disrespectful, other Hispanics are going to be offended because they're going to ride with their brethren or their sister. So I'm just making a whole bunch of enemies. That's why I just block people over here, because that's the type of stuff they want to do. I just had a dude come over here talk about Sebi. What Sebi said. I never watched any videos from anything he said once I talked about him. I don't do back and forth. I just do forth. If I say you whack and you wrong, that's the end of it. I don't care about your response. Get yourself together. The only response that matters in Chicago is you got to pull up. That's it. You don't pull up. You know, internet stuff, no. Because when I say something about your internet, I'm talking to my audience about you. I'm not talking to you anyway. So now when you don't like what I told my audience about your behavior, and now you want to go back and forth like a girl, we're not doing all that. Yeah, I'm not doing all that. We trying to teach young brothers not to do that. That's why these young brothers are sent off and going to prison and going to jail back and forth, beefing, and unaliving each other and all that. I'm not doing all that. What do you want to do? Go to prison over it? What do you think it lead to? Not only G's don't go back and forth, but intelligent people that don't want to go to prison. Don't nobody want to go to prison. And in the streets, everything goes violent. So in order for it not to go violent, you just don't get into it. You don't get your emotions into it, it's going to turn violent. And if you're not protecting your family, the safety of your family or your own life, what good is violence? Violence is only for self defense, to protect your family, protect your loved ones, protect your home or something like that. Violence ain't for back and forth with no loser on the internet. You know what I'm saying? And so, Sebi's son, he was doing too much internet beefing. He was doing too much. Just too much stuff. So was the other light skinned healer guy. He did the same thing. He got the same reputation. And like I'm saying, Dr. Sebi too. Dr. Sebi popularity never took off because he was beefing with Dick Gregory. And Foundational Black Americans was riding Dick Gregory. We didn't know who Dr. Sebi was. So when Dr. Sebi came onto the scene, disrespecting Dick Gregory's Bahamian drink, black folks just turned him off. That's why Sebi didn't go nowhere until late in his years. By coming to the United States, beefing with a black celebrity. And they don't want to beef with me because I'm gonna bring up Left Eye and what really happened. How Left Eye go to see you and end up unalive? I'm just saying. Who ran off the road? What they run off the road for? Was she finna tell something? So I ain't really the one. Even Seti, I'm letting them live. I don't want to really do one. I don't want to just really do. I'm letting them live. I ain't gonna harp on it. I'm letting them live. And so this young man, he just basically doing it always sloppy. I mean, why you didn't become legal? Why you didn't get your paperwork together? Like, what are you doing?
Hello, everybody. This is your brother Victor Bowman, Dr. Sebi's son. So I want to say thank you. Hey, hello, everybody. This is your brother Victor Bowman, Dr. Sebi's son. So I want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you to Lani. Thank you to Mr. G. I'm here in jail, immigration jail. It's happened so many accidents over here. My African friend got sexual assault. I got violated, by somebody here inside the jail. I tried to look for help, these people in here can help me. Almost 10 days here in jail. I'm looking for anybody that can help me. I'm in immigration jail here in McAllen, Texas. So I want to send healing energy to everybody. Continue to support Bolingo Balance and the store in Brooklyn, New York. Peace and love.
Yeah, Robert. I mean, I'm not from the beef culture. The beef culture is the internet. So I don't know nothing about beef. Beef culture is like an internet culture. You know, I grew up mostly outside, so it wasn't like beefing. Pretty much people you didn't like, you just stayed away from them, basically. You didn't go around nobody and be, it's ridiculous. But on the internet, you watch people and then you beef with people and you watch them to beef, you know? Like you'll watch my video to beef with me, which is crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's like once I say you a sucker, what make you think I'm gonna watch your response? I already said you's a sucker and a loser. But what make you think I know what you say after I determine you're a sucker and you're a loser? I'm not watching you anymore. I'm not gonna be like you a sucker, you a loser, and then go, let me see what the sucker and the loser is saying. Really? I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Once I determine, are you a buster, then you over there somewhere. You go do buster stuff. Stay over there where you at. You know what I'm saying? That's why I didn't go on certain interviews and stuff where they used to like to flame that stuff. They used to flame unnecessary arguments and beefs. You know, so I don't know what this brother did, but I know he disrespected a lot of foundational Black Americans, and you know how that's going to end up. You know, he gonna find out. You know what I mean? He gonna, you know what I'm saying? The best thing can happen to him is they hurry up and deport him back where he from. Because being locked up in the United States a long time after you've been out here trolling and beefing with too many people, that ain't healthy. Not to mention, you then got on the phone and you then snitched on what happened in there to the African. Dude, you know, he lame. Like, bro, keep your mouth shut. You know, he wasn't supposed to tell nothing that happened in there. I'm like, bruh, go, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Boy, you don't get on the phone and tell that. And you still locked up with the ones that did it. Because the authorities will look at that and do an investigation and somebody will get more time. And, bro, what? So as far as they're concerned, you dry snitching. Bro, go back home, bro, where you might know the rules. You in the United States. You down there in Texas with them serious Mexicans and blacks. Texas? Bruh. You on the phone jibber jabbering? Look at what he say.
Hello, everybody. This is your brother Victor Bowman, Dr. Sebi. So I want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you to Lani. Thank you to Mr. G. I'm here in jail, immigration jail. It's happening so many accidents over here. My African friend got sexual assault.
Bruh. See? See? Bruh. Did you actually? Now he might not know they was recording it, but he's had to know they recording it because he asked him for help. And he's in there telling crimes that's happening in there and who it happened to. Bruh. So people will call down there and say, what's going on with him? And what happened to his friend? And be like, what you mean I'm his friend? He said his friend got SA'd. Oh my God. Even the guards will get you for that. It's already out there. That's why I showed you. Because if he would have sent it to me, I would have edited that out. But the brother that posted it, you know, he one of these super conscious young brothers, so he ain't thinking like that. So he ain't make no mistake, because that ain't his world he live in. That's a world I know something about. He was supposed to edit that part out. But he was supposed to take the dry snitching and the snitching out. He's officially a snitch. Okay? What happens in prison and jail stays in prison and in jail. Especially when you in prison and in jail. Now, maybe when you get out and you ain't planning to ever go back, you might could talk. But to be in there and say, they in here doing this, and they did this to him, bro, go back home. Go back, wherever you from, go back there. You're not cut out for the United States, brother. You came to the wrong country, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, this is why I be trying to tell black immigrants, man, shut up and learn from us. His best bet is to be deported, but he done told on the criminals and the jail. The jail are doing for that too. Because you done told everybody the jail ain't protecting you. That the jail just letting them do whatever. There'll be an investigation on that, and people in the jail don't want to be investigated, don't want investigators coming in there questioning them, putting their jobs in jeopardy. Like you putting people's jobs in jeopardy. You putting people could get more time. The African could get eliminated so he can't testify. Okay? So now they got to silence the African. But that's why I be telling them, you know, listen, in America, we started this gangsters. And it's the thanks we get. You know what I'm saying? Bruh, watch. I'm playing for you again. Listen. Bruh.
Hello, everybody. This is your brother Victor Bowman, Dr. Sebi son. So I want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you to Lani. Thank you to Mr. G. I'm here in jail, immigration jail. It's happening so many accidents over here. My African friend got sexual assault. I got violated, you know, by somebody here inside the jail.
Bruh. So many accidents in here. My African friend got assaulted by somebody here in the jail. Bruh. 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 Bro. Bro, you did not put that out here. Bro, you did not put that out here. You put that out here. You snitching on the jail. This jail ain't no good. There's so much bad stuff happening. Bro. That goes all the way up to the president. The president pushing immigration, right? If this happened under immigration, this goes all the way up to everybody that's dealing with immigration, to the top. You on the phone talking too much. They're gonna green light on. So if this fine where he locked up at, they probably gotta lock him up and isolate. Like he gotta be isolated. They might isolate him. It depends on who making the call. They might put him in isolation if they want to be decent, or they might just throw him to the wolves. They might throw him to the wolves and be like, this guy got to be silenced. He talking too much. He making us look bad. My job's at stake. Like whoever run the jail, he like, this man put my job at stake. He says a bunch of accidents in here and I don't know what I'm doing. You see what I'm saying? He basically snitched on whoever run the jail. That's what happened when you don't lock in with Black Americans. He should have locked in with us. He would have known how to function up here. Instead of beefing with us, bro, lock in. Lock, like, okay, let me give a perfect example. I'm in the United States. I'm in Chicago. If I go to Nigeria, Nigeria ain't nothing like Chicago. I got to lock in with some Nigerians so they could tell me what's going on. This is just how the game go. You gotta lock in. You move to Hawaii, you got to lock in with the locals. Period. I wasn't over there no time. I was locked in with the locals, like family. They say, do this, don't do that. Don't Pocololo this. Police this, bro. Pocololo this. Don't do this. Don't go here. Don't say this. Don't do that. Straight in the door. They're going to tell you what don't do, what not to say, who not to be around, all that. That one there ain't no good, bro. That's what they're going to tell you. Don't be hang with that one. He not the kind, bro. He not the kind. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, go to Jamaica, you got to find somebody that's going to be righteous with you, and you got to lock in, and you got to know how to move. You can't go down there beefing with them. Not only that, Baby Lane, what you tell them? State to state, too. Baby Lane, what you tell them? State to state, you're going to have to lock in because they not doing in Cali what they doing in Chicago. Bro, you can't just be out there willy-nilly out there in Cali. You can't be willy-nilly in Florida, in Texas. You got to lock in. How you come all the way to the United States, you ain't locked in. You beefing with Black Americans, but you ain't locked in. Now you all on the phone. Yeah. We would have told you, bro, if you get locked up, shut up. You don't know nothing. You ain't seen nothing. No, you get on the phone basically saying, come help me before they essay me. Basically, I don't see, you got to really know and be a soldier to know what he just really said. He basically said, get me out of here before they run up in me. You gotta know what he was saying. So people say he was talking calm. You ain't listening to what he was saying. No, that he was panicking. Not by how he said it, but what he said. That man scared to death. He said, my African friend, they done ramped up in him. All type of accidents. He used the word accident. He tried a little cold. I got to give him, he tried when he said accident. Okay. Have a safe move. When we get to the new spot, let us know, Punchy. He said accident. But he said right off, my African friend, I got to get out of here. Basically, I got to get out of here. I got to get out of here. But he should have just said to Dr. Sebi, son, I'm locked up here. I need some people to get together and try to get me out of here. Shouldn't have went into nothing else. You know what I'm saying? They say he was talking kind of different from how he normally talk. Uh, you can understand 23 Archer that people that's listening to him ain't been in jail. They ain't been in jail. They ain't been in prison. I never been in prison, but I've been in the county jail for 4 months. When you on the phone in jail, unless you plug like me, you ain't free. I was free, of course, because I was plugged up. But if not, if you like him, it is going to sound calm. But anybody that know, if you really know where he's at and what he just said, he's not calm at all. Not none. He's in panic mode. But he can't show it. But he can say it. So he told you he's panicking in a calm way. He says a lot of accidents. My friend. Why he tell you what happened to his friend? He said, I gotta get out of here. My African friend just got SA. You know why he said African? He said African because it means he not safe. See, he was talking in codes. That's why he said my African friend, meaning another black immigrant like me. That's what he's saying. Because he's young, he's still young. And he ain't from up here. And he been up there in New York, like doing business and stuff like that. But you in a Texas jail on the border, that's a whole different, you know what I'm saying? It's like when I lived in California, it's like if you leave Mexico and you go to San Diego, when you get across the border in San Diego, you're in California, you kind of relax. Then you go and you get up to LA. Now I live in LA, so if I get arrested in LA, go to jail, I'm kind of be a little used to it, but it's still things I don't have to learn. But if I get arrested in San Diego, that by the border, that's going to be an experience I don't know nothing about. Because that's not going to be people from LA. It might not even be a bunch of citizens. So now this is going to be a totally new experience. Even though I've been living in California, I ain't been in no jail, no border jail. So now when I go in there, it's going to be like a nightmare. Basically. Like your first night in the Cook County jail when you hit processing and you see 1,000 dudes getting processed. And you got to line up for the D doctor to poke you up in, man, listen. It's like Amistad. You ain't never seen that many brothers in your life. Real talk. That's when you realize, okay, when they take your ass to the county jail, you just been getting arrested in local jails and getting out. But when you get processed and you don't get bail at court, and they put you on that bus and send you to the Cook County jail to processing, it's just like slavery. And you in here with thousands of on a Friday or Saturday night. I can't even explain to you. It's like you in here with thousands of dudes. They put you in a bullpen with 60 dudes. Dude gonna walk right up to you. What size shoes is them? Facts. Get out of them. Just like that. And if you in there, no matter how tough you in, and he in there with 6 or 7 people he know, and you don't know nobody, what you gonna do? Ain't none of that Superman stuff in there. You either gonna take a chance getting your teeth all knocked out and stomped out, or you gonna give him the shoes. Ain't no that Superman shit. Because the dude in the gang always got the ups on you because he got a whole bunch of people to jump you. He down there with the, you know what type of gangs down there in the jail on the Texas border? It's not only just bullies prey on the weak, they'll prey on the strong because they got you outnumbered. They got you outnumbered, so even if you're the strong and you outnumbered, you know, because you just can't whoop 7 dudes. In some cases, if you got super hands, you might be able to. If you give them the shoes and the bullpen, they not necessarily might take nothing else because when they send you to wherever they're going to put you at, you might not be there with them. See, when everybody come in the bullpen, right, that's when everybody get first arrested. Then they send you here, him there, them there, them there. So that's not like how it is when you get to your cell. When you get to your division, your cell, this is where everybody getting locked up, right? So this is where they're grabbing everybody off the street. And the first place they go is in this big room for processing. This is a whole different animal. You ain't gonna necessarily see these dudes when you get to where you going, because they gonna put him in Division 5, Division 2, Division 1, Division 8. You know what I'm saying? So this is like the streets. This ain't even like jail yet. This is everybody that just got pulled off the streets. You know what I'm saying, Beefy? This is everybody that just got arrested. They still got their street clothes on. When you get to your cell, you're going to have on DOCs, beige DO, say Department of Correction. No, this is where everybody got, you ain't been processed yet. It's the jungle. Dudes is mad. They just got arrested. They defenses is up. They toughness is up because they could get whooped too. Anybody could get it under these circumstances. And when I say anybody, I mean anybody in processing. Baby Lane tell you, in processing, anybody could get it. That's why everybody's so hyped up. And the only chance you got of having some break is if you're a Crip or a Blood or a GD or Vice Lord. Then you could be like, Where the vice lords at in here? And they be like, over here. Now you kind of all right. But if you go in there like me, just a neutron, and I ain't plugged with no gang or nothing, hey, man, I can't explain it to you. Man, before you go upstairs, it's crazy, ain't it, baby Lane? Before you go upstairs, it's crazy. Because a lot of times you don't know none of them. Like when you get upstairs, you be knowing people. But in there, it's just a different type of hostility. Everybody, it's just deep. Not everybody. So how you survive when you go in solo? Keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut and be ready to fight. Period. Be ready to fight and be ready to cover up and get hit. One or the other. Protect your teeth. Protect your head. When they processed me and they was going to send me to my division, they gave me some toothbrush, a toothpaste. As soon as they gave me a toothbrush, I broke their head off and sharpened it. I stayed quiet. I ain't say nothing. If you walk up to me and say, what size shoes are them? I'm finna get up and swing on you. You just said fight. I got to give it all. I got to go. It's go time. You know what I'm saying? It's the jungle. But as soon as they gave me my clothes and my toothbrush, I broke the head off of it and scraped it down to a point. I'm just telling you, it's just you gotta be built for that type of stuff. And you got to shut up. They ain't gonna just mess with you, but you definitely gotta be quiet until they know you. You can't go in there like this. You have to be quiet and you have to be alert. It's just how it is. Something y'all want to go through. So this young brother, he going through something right now. Because what he know happened to the African has terrified him. Now, one thing he got going for him is he from down there in the jungles anyway. So he ain't no punk like that, because where he come from is rough. So he do come from an area where it do get rough. Okay. But he's in Texas though, and so it's still an environment he's not used to. But as far as saying all that on the phone and somebody posting all that, the person that posted it don't know no better. Because it's all over the internet. Now that's the only reason I'm playing it. If I was like the only person with it or two people, I would have deleted that part out. And I would have told the person I got it from, delete it. But ain't no need of me telling them delete it, because you know how Instagram is and TikTok. That thing everywhere already. If you see it 10 times on Instagram, it's 50 times on TikTok. TikTok is crazy with the whatever you see on Instagram, multiply that by 10 on TikTok. If you're looking for any video talking about anything, go on TikTok. It's over there. Every video ever made is on TikTok. It's the craziest. Ain't lying. Anyway, I just wanted to keep y'all informed what's going on with the brother. Being on the border, saying his friend African, it don't sound good. Sound like some illegal alien type stuff. Don't sound good. I'm gonna let y'all hear it one more time. We're gonna get out of here.
Hello, everybody. This is your brother Victor Bowman and Dr. Sebi. So I want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you to Lani. Thank you to Mr. G. I'm here in jail, immigration jail. It's happened so many accidents over here. My African friend got sexual assault. I got violated, by somebody here inside the jail. I tried to look for help, these people in here can help me. Almost 10 days here in jail. I'm looking for anybody that can help me. I'm in immigration jail here in McAllen, Texas. So, I want to send healing energy to everybody. Continue support Bolingo Balance and the store in Brooklyn, New York. Peace and love.
So he said in immigration jail. Can somebody help him? Maybe his father's name might, some politician might reach out. But by him trolling and disrespecting a lot of people, that make a lot of people like back up from you. Because if they inherit you as a friend or ally, they also inherit all your enemies. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude made a lot of enemies. I couldn't believe how many people hate this dude. Like, anytime you go watch what happened to him, all you see is stories of him disrespecting. Like the one brother say, "To hell with this dude, man. He posted my baby, posted my kids and my address." I said, "Bro, you ain't post nobody children. I know you ain't post nobody children and their address, bro." You know what I'm saying? I know you ain't post nobody children and the address, bro. What is you crazy? So that's what's up with that. I'll keep y'all updated on that. And whatever y'all do, man, stay out of jail, man. Stay out of jail. If you're watching me and you're an illegal immigrant, go get your paperwork in order. And if you're any type of Hispanic, African, Caribbean, something, right now, like, you got to move low pro. You don't get out here all sloppy right now because they really tripping and trolling and they just trying to lock up anybody. And have your paperwork on you. You know what I'm saying? Have your paperwork on you. Like when I go out, I always have my paperwork on me, all my paperwork. And I'm an American citizen. But when you go out here, have your paperwork with you. Have your birth certificate with you. Have your social security card with you. Have your ID, your license with you. And be calm. Don't get talk crazy. If ICE, immigration, something grab you, be calm. Show them your information. Don't rile them up. Don't rile them up. Chill. Be quiet. Give them the paperwork so they can read it themselves, and they self say, "Okay, he's good." See what I'm saying? The more noise you make, and the less they're gonna be able to process that you good. Don't be talking to them people crazy. Be quiet, man. Real simple. I'm a U.S. citizen. Here go my paperwork. They're gonna take it. They're gonna look at it. Okay, let them go. Even if they grab you, they ain't gonna do nothing but take you to a location and let you go. Dude ain't got no proof of citizenship. Didn't have the proper paperwork on them. I don't know why. Y'all gotta, man, be careful out here and keep it gangster. You know what I mean? One.